Why, hello, fellow Patriots, and welcome to episode 10 on the Patriot Dad channel, where we can discuss current events and modern issues, all while keeping it as real as possible. Today, I wanted to talk to you about ESG investing firms and how they impact our economy and the businesses that they touch. So you have the big three investing firms in the US, BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, that these asset managers represent approximately 43% of the US funds market, with over $10 trillion in assets to manage. Now, more recent numbers show that that number is actually closer to $20 or $22 trillion. These three firms are major shareholders in more than 96% of the S&P 500 companies. That's crazy. These three companies are heavily invested in these companies and can control board seat elections. So you would think that you would need to control 51% of a company in order to control board member seats. But in reality, if you and another company, let's say if you're BlackRock and you have friends at State Street and you get together and you own a combined 20% or so of a company, if you think about it, if all of your shares vote for one person and there's a group of people running for the election, 20% may be enough to seat a board member all on your own. When we look at some of the decisions that these companies have been making, they don't necessarily make sense lately. So I'm sure you've heard of Bud Light. So they recently had a controversy in which they did a promo campaign. And in this promotion, Bud Light created a can with Dylan's face on it. And Dylan made a tweet. And that tweet and that can or bottle cost Bud Light over $27 billion. It also led to numerous boycotts. As we see, sales suffered a staggering dip as Kid Rock and others boycotted the brand along with other critics. They also caught flack from the transgender community because they didn't defend Dylan enough. The other side of the coin, the more conservative, Midwest types that tend to drink Bud Light, didn't take too kindly to that promotion. And it cost Bud Light, AB InBev, a lot of money. Not only did it cost them a lot of money, but the negative impact also led to a significant drop in demand for Bud Light, directly impacting bottling plants. So now 2 bottling plants have closed and cost over 600 people their jobs. That's not good. So recently, another company you may have heard of, Disney, has been making one disaster after another and destroying franchises. These franchises you may have heard of, things like Star Wars, Marvel, in which the Phase 4 MCU, as Nerdrotic coined it, started to destroy that franchise. You have the Indiana Jones franchise, which denigrated Indiana Jones in favor of a female co-lead. And then you have movies that nobody asked for. You have Lightyear that's just trying to hit those nostalgia points. You have Strange World. You have Elemental. You have The Little Mermaid live action remake. All of these had controversies. Lightyear had the first same-gender kiss. Strange World had the first openly gay character. Elemental, where the elements were seen as allegories for race. I haven't seen it. I won't see it. You also have The Little Mermaid, in which race swapping was used for the main character Ariel, and they're race swapping into a traditionally classic Danish story. And you'll see this where you get race swapping into stories and appropriating someone else's culture. Something that other communities get in trouble for doing. They're encouraged to do. Interesting. But if you look, Disney is not just losing because there's fatigue in the animation market. You have, according to the analysis group Renegade, Disney lost over $300 million on 2 movies. And in the recent past, a combined $900 million of losses overall in the last year with its movies. And not to mention with Disney Plus, they lost $659 million in a single quarter this year on their streaming service. Now, it's not just fatigue in animation, because there are franchises that are doing well. You have Nimona from Netflix doing very well, counter to Disney's Elemental, which is doing very poorly. So once the industry standard in animation movies, Disney Pixar continues this disappointing losing streak, with Elemental in the face of Netflix's success. Aww, couldn't have happened to a nicer company if you ask me, but you didn't, so we'll just move on. So you have here a little list of Disney projects that have recently not done well. You have struggles to go back to disappointing releases to the film Lightyear, and the losses incurred during the release of Thor Love and Thunder, Strange World, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Little Mermaid, and Elemental. While films like Wakanda Forever and Guardians 3 have done significantly better than the others, the losses have still piled up, with bigger flocks like its most recent movie Elemental. Again, the allegory on race and immigrant parents. According to Deadline, two of the biggest flops include Lightyear, which lost $106 million, and Strange World, which lost $197 million. In the end, we see that as these companies are tailoring their products for modern audiences and new ideologies, they're suffering significant losses, while companies that are elevating traditional values and pro-America sentiments are enjoying great success. Look at Top Gun Maverick, just saying. This contrast shows that America is not lost yet. The media, as you can see in my video on the media and how it's the modern Coliseum, wants us to think we're all in the culture war, and everyone loves the new culture they are building while trying to suppress the American spirit. Do not listen to them. Keep the traditions alive. Celebrate the aspects that built this great nation, and learn from the negative parts and move forward in a positive and productive way. That's the only way we're going to get along. That's the only way that we're going to move forward, be productive, and have a better society as a whole, right? Not everything from the past is good. We made a lot of mistakes, but we can learn from those mistakes, move forward, and do better. Because if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're just an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Be smart. Thank you for watching the video, folks. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, maybe a suggestion on what you want to see our next episode on. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe. Click the little bell icon so you can be notified when a new video is released. Please share the video. And next week, we're going to be looking at money in elections and how it leads to corruption. That should be interesting. Take care, everyone. God bless, and bye for now.